Good morning, BHS. Today is Friday, May 30th, and we're running a B-Day schedule. My name is Sawyer Gomes. As always, we have a fun-packed show for you all today. Here are this week's top stories. We will share with you some pictures of the Underground Teacher Spirit Week. Sawyer has another movie suggestion. We will remember a member of our school community who is no longer with us but left us with a valuable life lesson. All this and much more coming up on this week's edition of Hawk News. Last week, the teachers took part in an Underground Spirit Week. We have some pictures of our teachers showing their school spirit, courtesy of Mrs. Caden. That's a funny picture. It is once again time for our artistic portion of the show with the Artist of the Week segment by River.
Hi, welcome to Artist of the Week. Today we have
Kyla Haynes.
And what's your project today?
So I had a free sculpture project where I made Wally out of just cardboard.
That looks amazing. So what were any challenges that you had?
I didn't have that many challenges. It was mainly just the wheels, because peeling it back to get this cool tread parts.
And the paint, is it spray paint?
Yeah, so I spray painted it this copper color, and then the arms are silver and the wheels are black, and then I added some details with the silver and black to the whole body.
Looks amazing.
Thank you.
And if you want to just turn it and show. And you have the little cockroach on it too, right?
Yeah, his little cockroach Hal, and then his little vine representing the tree.
Thank you for coming on our show today.
Of course.
Let's go to the movies once again with the one and only Sawyer Gomes. Hello, moviegoers. I'm Sawyer Gomes with your Blackhawk movie review. Today's review is on Thunderbolts, starring David Harbour from Stranger Things, Wyatt Russell from 22 Jump Street, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus from Seinfeld. The movie features the Thunderbolts, a team of anti-heroes who come together to handle a dangerous mission that the Avengers won't take on. This movie doesn't feel like the typical MCU movie you usually see. I like how Marvel tried something different by taking a risk with the darker tone and more flawed protagonists. Roll the clip.
Lena, being a hero, there is no higher calling. Your sister understood something about that.
I should have come back for you.
Buck, you have the wrong people. We have all done bad things.
Look, Lena, when I look at you, I don't see your mistakes. That's why we need each other.
We can't stop him alone. No one can. But we can find a way.
Thunderbolts kept me on the edge of my seat. It felt like a wild and unpredictable ride where you're never sure who to root for or what will happen next. Thunderbolts is less, let's save the world, and more, we're stuck with the mission, let's survive it. This tension makes the story engaging and distinct from the usual superhero team-ups. So I give Thunderbolts a thundering 5 out of 5 Hawks. Go see it. I'm Sawyer Gomes, and I will see you next time at the movies. Up next is Sports, the best segment of all time, with me, Sawyer Gomes. This week's big news is that the annual Special Olympics event is being held today at the track. Hawk News was on the site to capture some of the action, and we will have that footage next week. In other sports news, boys volleyball, boys lacrosse, and softball were competing in the MIAA tournament in their respective sports. Boys volleyball will host Doherty High School Friday night at 5 p.m. Boys lacrosse will travel to Oakmont Regional for a game on Saturday at 12 noon. Softball will travel to Clinton for a game on Saturday at 2 p.m. And congratulations to the girls' track and field team for winning the league title for the first time in school history. Senior Olivia Carney was league MVP, and collectively, at least 8 other school records were set with potentially more over the weekend. Good luck to each of the teams. And that's all for sports this week. Thank you all for watching. Now it's weather time with our segment entitled Weekend Weather for Bellingham. This weekend on Friday, we have a high of 75 and a low of 59. It will be cloudy. Make sure you wear your coats. Saturday will be a high of 65 and a low of 51 with a chance of rain. Where's the sunshine? And on Sunday, it will be a high of 66 and a low of 48. It will be partly cloudy, but we see sun there, so that means you can go outside. And that was the weather for Bellingham this weekend. Well, that concludes our show for this week. Thank you so much for watching. We will leave you with our quote of the week. It comes to us from the late Mr. Lamoureux. He said, "To rest is to rust." You might recall that we had an interview with Mr. Lamoureux on Hawk News last year. Mr. Lamoureux was a positive and kind, hard-working man who cleaned windows here at BHS into his 90s. We have learned that he passed away recently and is greatly missed. Let's once again listen to his very positive life philosophy.
Well, folks, I'm here with Mr. Lamoureux, who we're fortunate to have here at BHS working and keeping this place clean. So he has a few words of wisdom for you.
Well, I'm known as the window man. I've been doing it for 17 years, and it helps me with my taxes, and it gets me out of the house. And we've got the greatest staff of teachers here who are always saying good morning to me. And most of the pupils just give me the nod of a head. And they're very nice to me. I do the windows, try to keep the windowsills clean, and I'm retired from the Bellingham Fire Department. We were the first EMTs in the state in 1970. And I had just one little philosophy I believe in. I'm 92 years old, and to rest is to rust. But the last thing you want to do is get rusty, because then you start falling apart. And I'm just happy to talk with this gentleman. I see him every morning, and when I come into work, I wash windows.
Mr. Lamoureux, you are an inspiration to us. Thank you very much for talking with me this morning.
You're quite welcome, sir. And it's like I say, keep busy, do stuff, keep your body moving.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you.
On that note, have a fun weekend, keep active so as to not rust, and have fun this weekend. Mr. Lamoureux's advice is not only good for your physical health, but it does wonders for your mental health as well. We and our entire behind-the-scenes crew thank you very much for watching. Stay classy, BHS. That's the way it is. Goodbye.